Okay? So be prepared all the time. Aids shown relate to the points discussed, so make sure if you create or you bring along your visuals, it must be related to what you are talking about. Okay? Now, before I go on, anybody needs me to clarify any point? Are you with me? Yes. You okay? Okay, yeah? Right. Now, shall I go on to the next one? Right. We have looked at how we prepare a presentation. Okay. Now, I will show and share with you some I'm not sure to say it's skills, some tips. Okay, to deliver a presentation, okay? Some tips for you. Okay, stand and deliver, oral presentation. But my mustache is not like that yet, okay? Stand and deliver, meaning presentation is always standing and delivering, okay? The statements here actually means what is presented. We do not sit and deliver to our audience, okay? Unless you are of royalty. Even royalty, if they do presentation, they do stand and deliver, okay? Now, oral presentation means blah, 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 with the voice that we have, okay? It's speaking to the crowd. So that is what we have to do. Let's look at this one. Okay? Do you need some exercise? No? Beautiful picture? Yes. How nice if you could have some time to do that. Okay, but not for now. Let's go on to something more serious for now. My question, can good oral presentation be learned? Can you learn to be a presenter? Can you? Or before I go, can you learn to be a good presenter? Or are good oral presenters born or made? What do you think? You have been presenting. Did you learn how to be a presenter? Did you go through some exercise before you present? Yes. And you succeeded? Yes. So you can learn to be a presenter. Were you born, you think you were born to be a presenter? No. Okay. I was not born. I was born a very shy person. When I was in school, even up till Form 5, my favorite place is always at the back, the last chair in the classroom. And every time the teacher speaks, I'll be hiding behind somebody bigger than me. Why? Every time a teacher asks a question, I'll be holding my breath. Please don't ask me, don't ask me. Okay? But actually, we can be built into a good presenter. When I was trained to be a teacher, my lecturer always reminded me, okay, when you want to be a teacher, you must be a person who loves to speak, so much so that people must stop you from talking. Then you are a good teacher. Okay, that's why they say good teachers are good politicians, because teachers talk a lot. Okay, kita macam jual ubat tau. So good oral presenters, they are born, of course. I was born into this world. Were you born into this world? Yes, but what it really means here is that we might say some people are talented, okay? They are born talented and they have the skills of speaking. And you can see this in young children. Some young children, they can speak very well. If you look at the show, is it Macam-Macam Aznil? Have you watched that? You can see these kids, they are very talented, okay? Very talented at a very young age. Now, so we can say these are born talent. These are born talent. But apart from that, we have people who we can develop. Today, I'm trying my very best to develop you to be a good presenter. Okay? Not within these 2 hours here, but hopefully after this, you go back, you reflect and practice, we might achieve something. Okay? Now, making good speeches, making good speech, a good speech requires time. You need the time. Otherwise, there's no place to speak. Okay? If you want to do a presentation, you need the time for presentation. You need time for practices. Okay? You need effort. If you look at the earlier slides, there are lots of preparation to be made. Okay? Talking about location, talking about audience, talking about materials. You are going to deliver for 2 hours, but you have been preparing for almost a week. The time spent, the effort spent, okay, for just 2 hours, right? Now, what are the points to consider? Let's look up to the sky, okay, when you want to write a speech. The topic, what am I going to talk about? Okay, it depends on where you are, why were you there, okay, then you choose a topic. Who are your audience? I'm talking to a group of primary 6 children. So, what would be a good topic for primary 6 children? What is good for primary 6? Who wants to go to Form 1? Do you have younger siblings at home? Do you have brothers and sisters? No? No? Okay. But if you have young people running around in the house, what do you talk to them about? Going to secondary schools or higher level of learning? Is education important? Do you talk to them about education? Yes. So this kind of kids, you talk to them about education, you talk to them about ambition, okay? Talk to them about ambition, and their ambition will change every year. Okay? I think you have changed your ambition many times as well. And finally, you end up here. Okay? Likewise, my ambition is not here, but I ended up here. Okay? Because, God wants me to be here, to deliver, okay? And to teach. So, the topic will be basically based on who you are talking to. Okay? The occasion. You want to write a speech? For what function? I was saying earlier, was it for a birthday party? Okay, was it for a graduation ceremony? Is it for a wedding? Okay, is it for a funeral? Okay, okay, the purpose, why am I speaking? Audience, who is going to listen to me? So my speech will be based on 1, 2, 3, 4, personality. Okay, what personality will be involved in my speech afterwards? Okay, let's have a quick look at each one of these. The purpose, okay, the choice of topic depends on the purpose. The audience. How much do you know? Okay, how much do you know? Existing knowledge, experience. If I want to talk to you about marketing, I must first know how much do you know about marketing. If you are already a successful businessman, why am I talking to you about marketing? So I should be talking to you about expanding your business. Okay, if you are already a successful businessman. So you have to be alert on this. Okay, types of topics, those that inform. For example, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. Why it can matter more than IQ. Okay? Once upon a time, people say IQ is good. IQ is, you might have good IQ. Okay? But now people say EQ is more important. Okay? EQ is more important. EQ is about your emotions. IQ is about intelligence. So emotions and intelligence, which one is better? Okay, those that persuade, topics persuading people for fundraising for the poor, fundraising for the disadvantaged, okay, for flood victims, for example, landslide victims, for example,